Kevin here from DIYDork.com. Today I want to show you how to build a really simple surfboard style table. So check this out, this is really awesome. Alright, so here is the board that I'm going to use to build this cool little table. It's a 2x10 that I picked up for free off of Craigslist, along with a whole bunch of other stuff, a bunch of barn wood and some metal pieces and things like that. But anyway, I don't think this was actually a barnwood piece. I think it used to either be a shelf or part of a bed frame, because 3 of the sides are routed. That side is just left alone, and it had some metal brackets on the back that kind of looked like it was part of a bed frame, so I'm assuming that's what it is. Also, it's about 87 or 86 inches long, so that seems to be about the right size for a bed. But anyway, it's not going to be that anymore. I'm going to turn it into a really cool little surfboard table. Alright, so the very first thing I'm going to do is chop it right in half. So I'm going to get 2 43-inch pieces out of it. Alright, then what I'm going to do is get out my Kreg jig, and I'm going to drill a few pocket holes on both sides so that I can join it with some pocket screws. And I'll also add some glue, and I'll join it into the solid wood slab. After that, then I can work on shaping it into the surfboard shape. But for now, let me just get it chopped up and joined together. Alright, and there we go. That was easy. Now it's all one solid piece now that the glue has dried, but obviously it doesn't look like a surfboard yet, so I need to actually shape it. So the very first thing I'm going to do is make a paper template. It's going to line up right to my center crease right here. It's going to just touch the top edge. It's going to have a rounded edge to it, okay? So then I can lay it down, trace it out, then I can flip it over and trace over here, and I should have matching sides. Then I'll do the same thing on that end over there, and then I'll just cut them out with my jigsaw. Now when I cut them out, I'll get rid of these little ruts right here so I won't see them, but it's going to leave just a really crisp straight corner like this, and I don't want that because my other edges here have routed beveled edges from its previous life as a shelf or bed frame or whatever it was. So I want to try to match that. Now I actually do have a router, but I never bought bits for it yet, haven't really tried it out, so I'll just try to match that with my sander, which I think I can. It might take a little while, but I should be able to round over the corners there with my sander, make it look good. Also smooth out the end grain here because it's always kind of rough, and then I want to sand off all the old finish, all this old dark kind of aged look. I want to get it brightened up just a little bit so I can get a fresh new sort of vintage style paint job on it that I'll do later. But first, let me get it shaped up. Alright, so check it out. Got it all sanded and shaped. Looks really cool. Nice and smooth edges now. I was able to sand it and round it off so it matches the routed edges that it did have. And as you can see, when I was sanding this side, I decided that, you know what, I'm just going to keep the old finish on this side. I think it'd be kind of cool. So I just lightly sanded it just to smooth it out, but I didn't try to get rid of the color over here. I think it looks pretty cool. But I'm going to try to, reinforce the whole surfboard thing by putting on a cool kind of vintage style graphic on there. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to tape off and paint some stripes on it. And then I got to put some legs on there, and this thing will be done. So I'll start doing that next. there it is all finished. Turned out really awesome. I kept the legs really simple by painting them white. Got them mounted on there, and I just thought that would look good to kind of tie in with the white stripes up here on top. And then you can see the two-tone of the wood where I kept the old finish on here. It's just sanded down just a little bit. Thought that would give it that kind of vintage look. And then I was going to go with the super like vintage retro style paint job, but I thought I'd try this out instead. A little more modern, the black and white and the color fade, which is really cool. I like how that turned out. But there you go. That was a really super simple table. All you got to do is take a couple of 2x10s, join them in the center. Then you can shape them to surfboard style or whatever you want. Put a couple legs on there. You could stain it, do a paint job, whatever you want. And it's a really nice, solid, sturdy table. It's going to last a long time, and it was really easy to make.